Another explosive moment has emerged from the Matlala Commission, as Vusamuzi Cat Matlala gave evidence about an alleged attempt to influence testimony concerning suspended crime intelligence boss Major General Khan. B4WE, Continov, please, kindly subscribe, like and comment your opinion below. According to the evidence reported from the Commission, Malulex, who was staying at Matlala's house, was allegedly approached to testify in support of General Khan. But the alleged deal reportedly came with a price. The claim is that Malulex demanded a promotion and money in exchange for giving the desired testimony. And, crucially, the interaction was allegedly recorded. But Matlala's position was striking. I had no interest. That statement raises a bigger question. Was someone attempting to manufacture or influence evidence in a case already surrounded by allegations of corruption and interference within the police?
The periods when he had possession of the card and what, when, and for what this card was used for. You deal with that at paragraph 16. You confirm that?
Yes, I do.
Then paragraph 2.3.4 of the notice required you to address the loan or funding agreement entered with Mr. Salim Karim or any of his companies in or about June 2024 or any other date, including a copy of such agreement and the terms thereof. That you deal with at paragraph 17, where you deal with paragraph 2.3.4 of the notice. You confirm?
Yes, I confirm.
Now, I note from your statement that you specifically don't deal with paragraphs 2.3.1, 2.3.2, 2.3.5, and 2.3.6. Now, before we then deal with the matters that you respond to, let's try and address the matters that you choose not to respond to. 2.3.1 required you to speak of your involvement in Major General Khan's disciplinary hearing, including communications with Mr. Mokgotsi regarding Mr. Maluleke's testimony and attempts to bribe him in order for him to change his testimony in favor of Major General Khan. You don't deal with that, the issues raised in that particular sub-paragraph. Is there a reason for that?
Honestly, it's an oversight. I don't have a reason not to deal with this one. I can deal with it now. I'm sorry about this.
If you can deal with it now, we would appreciate if you spoke to it, because this is your moment to respond to the regulation 10.6 as received. So let's start with paragraph 2.3.1. You have looked at it, you have considered it. What can you say as regards what's set out therein, and anything that you may overlook in the process, you will then elaborate on in your supplementary. But for the moment, you can introduce us to any response you have to that question.
So it's in regards with Mr. Maluleke, am I right? 2.3.1.
2.3.1, yes.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Maluleke, I know him. He was staying at my house. The reason for him to stay at my house, I think he was robbed or something, and he didn't have a place to stay. And then I offered him a place to stay. So he was staying at my house, and as soon as he heard that the police went to my house and to do that first raid, and I've been complaining about the conduct of the police to extent that I even attempted to make an urgent High Court application to interdict the police from harassment. So I've been sharing these things with him anyway. So there came a point where I don't know who contacted Mr. Maluleke, but he told me that, listen, I've been asked to go and testify against, give testimony in relation to General Khan. So, and then he said, because these people who requested me to go there and testify, that are the people who went to your house and raid your house. So, is there anything that you want me to do in regards with this thing? So, and then I told him that, listen, whatever it is, I've already sorted out my issues with these people. So I don't have anything to do with them anyway. So, but he said to me, he already spoken to some guy, Mr. Mohoti. And Mr. Mohoti asked him to go there and then to testify, but I do not know what he was supposed to say in his testimony. So he wanted my confirmation that, do you really want me to go there and then testify in favor of General Khan? I said, I do not know General Khan anyway, and then even if you do, it won't help me with anything because I already sorted out my problems with the police that were raiding my house. So from what I heard is, I heard it from Mr. Mohoti, that he said to Mr. Mohoti that I'm going to testify in favor of General Khan, but I want you to speak to your people to give me a promotion and some money. So Mohoti showed me the communication between himself and Mr. Maluleka. So there was a meeting that they were supposed to have a meeting somewhere. I think it was in a hotel somewhere in Johannesburg. I forgot the name of the hotel. So I asked Mohoti that, okay, did your person did what you said he will do? He said, yes, he did, but he told me that they've even recorded him, I think, because he was asking for promotion and money. So I will say, from the top of my head, that's how I remember about this Mr. Maluleka story.
By whether he had done what he had said he would do, were you referring to him testifying at the disciplinary proceedings?
Yes.
So he had said he had testified.
No, not the disciplinary proceedings, I'm sorry. He was going, before he went to testify, he had an appointment with Mr. Mohoti. And then Mr. Mohoti arranged, I don't know with who. They met with those people, and then that's when maybe they were planning to try to come up with how is he going to testify, I think. So during that meeting, that's when he was recorded. Mr. Mohoti told me that they've recorded him, and then he's asking for money and a promotion. I said, then if he's stuck there, then why don't you ask the person that is helping you to give you money? So why are you, that cannot be my problem. So I left it like that, and then.
So when you asked whether Mr. Maluleka had done what he had said he would do, were you asking about whether he had made an approach for him to be promoted?
No.
When you asked, has he done what he said he would do, what were you asking about?
I was asking that he said he will testify in favor of General Khan. So I was asking Mr. Mohoti that did he do that?
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Commission has been examining allegations involving Khan, including claims concerning corruption, financial irregularities, and alleged interference in policing matters. And now, this alleged recording could become another important piece of the puzzle. Was Maluleka being recruited to protect General Khan, or was something else happening behind the scenes? The Matlala Commission is slowly uncovering a web of allegations, and this latest testimony could open yet another explosive chapter.
He said he called you and he offered to help you open a case. Did he say how he came to know you had been raided?
Did he say
What did he say was the purpose of his call?
to help me to open a case?
Following the raid on your house?
Yes.
Did he say how he got to know that fact, that your house was raided?
Hence, I think earlier I just mentioned that I know how now, but then I did not know.
Okay, how now?
So I'm saying the names of the people who I don't want to mention those names.
Okay.
of how did he end up knowing me, because it's part of the people who are under investigation and myself, so I do not want to go there.
So, are these members of SAPS or are these civilians? No, there are 62 million people at least in this country. You are safe if you say civilians. No one can take an educated guess.
One is a civilian, yes, and one is a member of SAPS.
Okay. Now, are these names you are willing to disclose confidentially to the Commission in your supplementary statement?
Yeah, they will be disclosed in my supplementary.
Okay. Now, most importantly, you are a businessman at that time. You've just been raided by people you say you were not sure were even police because you were worried. You were not sure whether police were raided your home or whether you had been robbed. You had that concern with you. No. Why did you accept an offer of help from somebody you don't know the first thing about? Why didn't you suspect that there's something fishy? Why should somebody come out of the blue to help me go open a case on a raid I have just experienced? I ask this to say, perhaps, I don't know, he must have said something to you that made you confident to conclude that you are dealing with a legitimate person. And if he did, what that something could potentially be? What could he have said to you?
What he said to me is, he's from the office of the minister.
Yes.
And then by that time, out of frustration, I didn't even think that far, that how did he end up?
Okay.
By now, like I said, I know.
Okay. Did he ever offer you, did he ever help you with the opinion?
No.
Okay. Now, I am aware that you say you only got to know of him after around the time of the raid of your house. We know that is the 6th of December. Did you subsequently develop a relationship with him, whether as a friend or?
After he asked money, I knew this guy is not what he says he is, so I didn't have any relationship with him.
You didn't have any relationship with him?
No.
You say for January 8, you paid 150,000.
Yes.
Why would you do that? What would you be getting in return for that?
It was because of the advice from the former minister, Begitele.
What would have been the purpose of paying 150,000? What did Mr. Gele say to you would be the purpose of paying 150,000?
To make him not out that I no longer trust him. Maybe he will end up leading us to.
Okay.
Sorry?
In order, I was following you.
Yes,
Please go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's because not to give him any suspicion that I no longer trust him.
Okay. So did you give any more?
No.
Give him any more?
No.
Chairperson, I'd just like the witness to finish the answer when he said it was to lead him to. We can just complete that portion.
No, absolutely. I apologize if I interrupted you. So let's take a step back, and it sounds like that there's an answer I might have interrupted and it's incomplete.
Yes, because he said he was from the Minister of the Police.
Yes.
And then the former Minister of Police, the other Mr. Begitele, he said that giving him money, because he strongly believed that this guy, he is working with the minister of the current minister then he thought by giving him money, I will end up getting close to them, to him and the former minister. The other minister, let me just mention that because there's two ministers. I'm talking about Mr. Mkhunu. Yes, Brown said, Mr. Mkhele said that maybe he will lead us to Mr. Mkhunu.
Okay.
Can I just ask so the raid is on the 6th of December, if I recall,
Yes.
in 2024. This was for the January 2025 ANC celebration.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Which is the 8th of January.
Yes.
So within that month, you gave him this 150,000.
Yes.
Okay. 2, when...
Sorry, and I also paid for the flight tickets. I didn't mention that.
Okay, so you paid more than 150,000 in that month. And then 2, when you say that former Minister Cele said to you, give him the money, now that he's asking, give him the money, then maybe it will lead us to the minister. To what? What exactly were you discussing that he will lead you to discover? Exactly.
This is according to Mr. Cele. He said to me, Mr. Senzo wants to fire General Khumalo and hire General and replace him with General Khan to that position of crime intelligence. So, and then, yes, he said, yeah, that's what I can remember on top of my head.
But he was hoping it would lead you to that plan.
Commissioner, I will do this, so I will just, because I'll make a supplementary affidavit, so I will just have to put it in details, even this statement, so that I
No,
can...
that's fine. I'm happy that you deal with it further in your supplementary. Thank you.
Did you ever get to meet Mr. Brown Mokgotsi? Because in your statement you mentioned the phone calls. Did you ever get to meet him and under what circumstances?
Yes, I met him.
When? And under what circumstances?
After the first call that he made, after the call, I met him in Sheraton Hotel next to the Union Buildings.
Yes.
Discussing that he will investigate these things from the minister's office. He even made a call in front of me, pretending to call the minister, or whether it was the minister, that I cannot confirm. So yes, I will say I met him.
Was it once?
I also met him in the other hotel in Johannesburg. I met him twice, the hotel in Johannesburg, the Houghton Hotel.
Did he assist you to open a case against the police?
He actually tried because he connected me with some, I just forgot the name, in somewhere in Soweto, in Pretoria. Protea North. But that case was never registered.
Was he there when you went to?
He was not there. He was not there.
He just connected you with somebody who was there?
Yes.
Okay.